Hey, thanks, Gary. Thanks so much. It is Wednesday. It's here at Enterprise Connect 2024. Here with Tim Albright.
Hi there.
And we have been having a really good time just kind of walking the show floor, getting to know some of the trends. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the trends that we're noticing. So is Tim.
Yep.
And then we're going to walk through the show floor together, and we're going to kind of give you guys a little walkthrough, show you a few of the products that we've been picking up on. First of all, Tim, what is the number one trend that you have noticed here at Enterprise Connect?
If I say AI, that's cheating, right?
Yeah.
But it's 100% AI.
That's true.
Right? Nearly every booth on the show floor has some form of AI in their booth. Now, we can get into the nitty-gritty on who really has it.
Some of it is ML, some of it, but a lot of them are trying to really, really like dig their heels in and be like, we're doing AI too.
Yeah,
so
100%. And whether it's because Enterprise Connect is not just UC, it's also contact, call centers and stuff like that. So some of that is customer-facing AI, right? Whether that is an AI bot that a customer can interface with, and then the generative AI part allows a customer to say, oh, hey, I have a problem with a conference room.
Yeah.
And then the generative AI can pull on that.
Yep.
Or you look at Microsoft and Teams that are doing some form of AI with audio cleanup or video cleanup as well.
Yep, exactly. And you might notice people walking in and out of the frame. We strategically put this by the front door, so you can kind of see exactly how busy it is here at the show. Like Gary loves looking at. He's like, "Tell me how many people are there." Well, Gary, look, that's how many people are here. I will say I have noticed everybody has a video bar.
Yep.
I have seen 25 video bars today, which Gary has talked about that. I think he wrote about it in his Case Crystal Ball that he does every year, where he just kind of names some trends, and he said, I think everybody's going to have a video bar by the end of the year. And
they do.
I fear that he was right. But it's interesting because people are playing on each other's strengths to make those bars.
Yep.
Or I feel sometimes the company is trying to be good at everything when maybe necessarily they're not. I will say, really love Sennheiser's bars because it's the only one that's Dante. I will say Poly, also another really great bar, all-in-one. But I think that all-in-one is hard to do, but it's not going to go away.
No.
Because the people who are predominantly at the show, end users, they want something easy. They are begging. They're like, just someone who makes it all so I can just put it in there and it's this one manufacturer and I can just stick it and go.
Well, and you mentioned Sennheiser, so smarter people than me have said, you can't have conferencing with audio. The video can be secondary.
Yeah.
The fact that Sennheiser, who is known for their audio, they've gotten into this space, right, speaks a lot to that fact, right?
Yes.
They've gone down that road. The one thing about Sennheiser, though, and that bar specifically, is because of the process to get Teams certified.
Yeah,
it takes
long.
a long process. So they announced that at InfoComm last year. They're still in the process, so that hasn't gotten that yet. Talking with some folks, they're anticipating by InfoComm, but there's no guarantee on that.
A few manufacturers that I have spoken to told me that Teams certification takes a really, really long time. Yep. Microsoft is a big company, so getting anything approved, it's a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
So I don't know necessarily what all has to be done to get a Teams certification. I have not tried myself, but I know that it is a very long process. It has to go through multiple offices, multiple teams.
They physically take the device, right?
Yes.
And they install it, in one of their offices. Typically, the one in Redmond, Washington, is the primary one, but they have other ones throughout the world. But they physically take those devices, right?
Yep.
And they install them, and they try to make them work. In talking with some folks at Microsoft last night, they said, yes, that's true. It's a pain.
Yeah.
But if we update a firmware, if we put out a new feature, we will almost 99% guarantee that those Teams certified devices will not break if we update something.
Right. That's okay. I'm glad you talked to them last night. I got too scared and left. So I'm glad that you went to the Microsoft.
It was a huge party. She was very intimidated.
I get really nervous when I have to network. So I was like, I'm scared. So they probably thought I was so weird. I just got there and then I sat in the corner for a minute and then just ran out. So I'm working on it. My fear of networking, I'm getting better at every show. Something else that I will say I noticed is, well, of course, this is a show that's predominantly for a lot of people who work in IT.
Yep.
So I think that's how a lot of people were framing their products. I haven't noticed anything necessarily new, but new to the U.S. market. This is the first time that we're showing this here, because a lot of these products were announced or shown for the first time at ISE.
Yep.
But I will say, this is the first time I got to put my hands on Shure's MXW wireless, and that was very cool. That is a that's going to change the game in classrooms, I think, because each teacher can have their own pod, so you don't have to share germs, which is amazing.
And the other part of that is, if you lose your pod,
that's true.
That's on you.
That's on you,
right?
You have to pay that back.
As
it's
opposed
labeled.
to, like, today, a teacher and an instructor can go in and go, "Why?"
Well, I don't know what happened to it, but if you have each mic that goes into I'll show a picture of it. It goes into a little dock. If each one is assigned per teacher, like, that is yours, which I think is really cool.
I
haven't seen anything else like that, and probably won't for a while. But I mean, eventually someone's going to try to copy it. Yep. But yeah, what is there any other trend that you're?
It's trend now, because you're right. Everybody has a video bar. Everybody has AI.
A lot of PTZs too.
A lot of PTZs. You and I talked to Poly earlier, Poly HP, and they're not getting back in the PTZ game, but they have a new one for the first time in a while. And that one eventually will be AV over IP, which will be interesting to see where they go with that, like what technology they land on for that. I guess the other part is the IT infrastructure and the IT transport, right? Going back to Poly for a second, they're going to PoE. They're going to, control it over IP, and they're pushing it to the transport, the AV over IP. So that'll become more and more important, and the bandwidth available is going to become more and more important.
That's interesting. I think that is something that a lot of in-house integrators and people at universities are going to have to take into consideration. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've really noticed here. But a lot of it is kind of like what we said. Everyone's trying to do all-in-one, because that's what's going to be easiest on those in-house integrators, on those end users, those technical end users who have to put hands on that every day. A lot of them are looking for what manufacturers have told me, like end users have been saying, I want something easy. Not necessarily easy, but easy to, like, a one-stop shop. Something that maybe comes with its own white glove service, something that maybe is offered as a service where the manufacturer will also offer a lot of support with it. That's something that we're seeing more. A lot of as a service here, actually. Anything as a service is really where we're going. So, and
something else that you talked about with the folks at Shure was the monitoring and the maintaining of those systems, right?
Yep.
And whether it's a video bar, or it's a ceiling microphone, or whatever it is, end users are asking more and more for the ability to monitor and maintain those systems because they're on the network already.
They're on the network already.
So they want to be able to bring that into either their own system to monitor, or a standalone system to where they can remotely control these things and remotely troubleshoot them.
Yes, because they just can't be everywhere all at once. No one can. Well, we are going to take a break. We're just going to go, start walking around the show floor. So we're going to cut this video, and we're going to play to another one. So give us a few seconds. Go back to Gary, maybe, if you have to. But yeah, thanks, Tim.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. See you guys next time.